Man, I can't believe the semester's finally over.
I know.
So, what are you doing this summer?
Well, I'm actually going to go see this music festival in a couple weeks. And then later this summer, I'm going to go see some wildlife in the African savanna.
Oh wow, that sounds really cool. But isn't that going to be really expensive?
No.
Well, aren't you going to take a lot of time off work?
No.
Well, where is the festival, or like how are you going to get to the savannah?
I don't know.
We live in an age where the technology that we have available to us holds magnificent capabilities. There are devices in our pockets with stronger computing power than could fit in an entire room just half a century ago. However, in addition to these pocket-sized supercomputers, we've also developed these giant metal tubes that can somehow achieve the miracle of flight and take people over immense distances in fractions of time than it used to. Yet now, in the internet age, we refuse this because it's become too slow. Our computers have high-speed internet connection that can provide us access to nearly anyone, nearly any time of day, nearly anywhere in the world. The everywhereness of the internet is an unreal phenomenon. News that used to require months to travel overseas now reaches its destination in milliseconds. Communication can occur instantaneously across our ever-shrinking globe, and boy does it. Looking back to Manuel Castell's definition of the network society, we define it as one where, quote, the key social structures and activities are organized around electronically processed information networks. So it's not just about networks or social networks, because social networks have been very old forms of social organization. It's about social networks which process and manage information and are using microelectronic-based technologies. End quote. With the evolution of these technologies in recent years, our society has developed to become even more drastically networked. However, this may not necessarily be a good thing. One of the first instances of a mass networked society is in the 1967 broadcast of the production of Our World. This is one of the very first times that audiences were able to experience something where they were physically not present. Our World was broadcast to the entire globe simultaneously, similarly to what the internet today can do hundreds of thousands of times over at any given moment of the day. As a result of the technological advancement that has occurred since the airing of Our World, it's arguable that we have developed a complacency for experiencing things from the safety of our homes, and doing so causes us to miss out on important aspects of real-world experiences. By having access to all these places via the internet, we've discovered that it's easier to travel by not traveling. For business encounters, this poses minute problems, if any. There's always the debate over whether electronic interaction holds the same merit as face-to-face interaction, but it's arguable that for business matters, video conferencing essentially eliminates this discrepancy. And when absolutely necessary, business trips still do occur quite frequently because business is business and tasks must be accomplished. However, let's turn and look at instances when travel is not necessary, but perhaps for leisure. Cybertourism is a phenomenon that has recently gained popularity with the continued improvement of internet and computing technologies. Along with this, people seem to have developed contentment with, if not a preference for, encountering new places and experiences online. If you'll allow comedian John Mulaney to interlude.
Thank you for coming to this show, by the way. I really do appreciate you coming to a thing because you didn't have to. And it's really easy not to go to things. It is so much easier not to do things than to do them that you would do anything is totally remarkable. Percentage-wise, it is 100% easier not to do things than to do them. And so much fun not to do them.
I love bringing comedy into academia. Anyway, it's true. When you have the ability to stay at home in your pajamas and go to a comedy show or, the African savanna on your computer, why not take advantage of it? Well, Lisa Nakamura's essay, Where Do You Want to Go Today? Cybernetic Tourism, the Internet, and Transnationality, speaks to the negative aspects of hiding behind our computers. She notes that by doing so, we write off the rest of it, therefore failing to experience things to their fullest. Similarly to how texting eschews the emotional depth of face-to-face conversation, experiencing a comedy show online lacks the camaraderie of being a member of an audience. Experiencing an online safari lacks the authenticity of exploring the savannah. Obviously, there are circumstances in which one is unable to travel where this incredible technology creates the possibility for people to see things where they would otherwise be unable. However, for those of us fortunate enough to be able to travel, it's imperative that we do so rather than hide behind our screens. Actually going out to experience things in real life provides us with rich emotional and visual wonders that the internet simply cannot provide. Now, if only there were a catchy song to end this with. Oh wait!
Alright! We ain't got no one for boring! Boring just ain't where it's at! Yeah! No, we ain't got no one for boring! For boring, we ain't got no... Yeah!
Rolling.
Action.
Action.
Okay.